Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another first Descendant video. So update 1.2.22 is live, and as you can see we have the swimming pool here. The entry point is over here, as you can see, so you'll spawn here if you had selected this one as the entry point, and apparently the slide is sponsored by Spotify. So you have Spotify over here, and speaking of Spotify, we get a couple of free colors in the mail. As soon as you log in, you can go and check your mailbox and you will have the Spotify reward. So you'll get a Spotify green, Spotify black, and then one of the name cards. So basically over here, you can make it like this if you want. Okay. So let's look at all the changes that they have added with this update. I'll look at the events and stuff first, and then we'll look at the balance adjustments to some of the descendants because there are quite a lot of interesting changes here. So first up, we have the Anais event. So if you press escape and go to Anais's first anniversary gift shop, so you do various missions daily and you get a bunch of these tokens. I haven't done anything. I've only been playing for like 10 minutes. So yeah, basically clear intercept, clear infiltration, clear 4 infiltrations or 4 missions and things like that. And you'll get quite a lot of tokens. Now, once you have some tokens, you can go to Anais and you go into the event shop, and there are a lot of interesting things here. So let me just quickly go over what we have and what I would like to pick up first. So you have the descendant purchase token, so you can get a normal descendant, excluding some of the newer ones. So I think Serena, Inez, and Keelan are not included. If I can have a quick look. Yeah, I don't see these three, but you can get any of the other normal ones. If you have all of them, you can get 10 million gold or 1 million Kuiper. Then there's a weapon box, ultimate weapon box. So this is always handy, even if you don't plan on, using anything, but having an extra box always helps. Then you have the attendance memento. So with this new event, the previous one, the burning summer attendance, if you miss a day or so, you can use the tokens to catch up. So you can definitely get this. And how many tokens can we get? You can buy up to 3 of these tokens. So definitely handy for people who have missed it. So don't spend your real money and use this one to get the tokens. Then you have a bunch of stickers for your photo mode. So all of these. The Bear Cub return. So this was in the early days before the game launched. They had done a beta a couple of times. And if you had played the beta, they gave this away. I think they gave it away to everyone if you logged in at the start of the game. So if you don't have that one, you can get this. So I think I have it. I haven't checked in ages, so let me just see. Uh, there. So you'll get this guy for 800 tokens. So there is the back attachment. Next we have some spawn. Okay, this is a spawn. This is emote, group emote, UI theme, spray, energy activator. So definitely, if you have extra, definitely grab these. Crystallization catalyst, you can get up to 8 of these. So fantastic. I have a lot, as you can see, but I'll still try and grab these. Protein compound, definitely get this because I have done Void Vessel hundreds of times and I tried to open all the boxes and I've still never had one of these drop. The 2 you see here, they were from previous events like this one. So definitely get that. These are not that necessary unless you are a new player, then you can definitely use these. Same here, it's not that necessary. You can farm them quite easily. But yeah, if you are new or you've just reached end game, you can get these. I would skip these level 6 cores. They are useless in my opinion because you want level 10 cores and converting these to 10 will also be expensive, so it's not worth it. And then this section, this is what I really wanted, the gold boost. You can get 40 of these. Let's see, 40 of these. How many can I get? Let's get 10 first. Amazing. So I was really struggling for gold recently. So this is going to help greatly. Get all of these if you can. Let's see if I can get all of them. Right. So I got everything. And yeah, you can also get the XP boost. Weapon XP boost, Kuiper boost, just gold on its own. This will be handy as well. Let's see, we get, how much do we get? 50,000. Okay, it's not bad. And then Kuiper. So yeah, like I said, this is the most important for me, someone like me, because I'm always short on gold. I'm converting cores and doing things. So get this one definitely. Protein compound, I think definitely. Energy catalyst, definitely. Energy activator. Then you get the weapon box, and then the rest of it is up to you. If you are using the photo mode, you can grab these, or if you have plenty to spare, then you can get everything else one by one. But most important for me would be this section, the gold boost, XP boost, Hyper if you're new, then protein compound, because this is the rarest thing in the game, in my opinion. Then these two definitely, and you can take the bear if you want, and then extra weapon box always helps. Let's say some gun becomes meta after an update or something, then you can get a copy of this quite comfortably without having to go and farm. And if you are new, you don't have all the descendants, you can definitely get the box here, or at least get the 10 million. So that is the Anais event. Now the other event, we look at this one. Grab the breakthrough. For this one, we have to go online to the website. I'll go there, and because I have to show a few other things that they've added. So let's do that, and then we'll come back and look at the balance updates to the descendants and things like that. Right, onto the website. This is the hotfix. Obviously, they have all the information here. We'll go through that once we cover the events. So first up, go to this section here, event breakthrough pre-event, and it shows you the time remaining. This is the Descendant Log they mentioned in the live stream. Basically, you can see your stats from the last year, how many Vulgars you killed, what else you did, and you get the bunny medal at the end. So I've already done this, but I'll show you how this works. So you need to make sure you're logged in with your Steam account, and then press start, and you start this, and it'll show you the various things, how much time you have spent in the game and stuff like that. So let's go here. First one is should be the time. So 2200 hours. That is insane. But yeah, I'm at 2200 hours now. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I thought I had more. Anyway, next is the Descendants list. Surprisingly, I still have Ultimate Bunny as the most played Descendant. Very, very interesting, because when Freyna got the buff back in September, I have not really played Bunny a lot, and I only really played Bunny occasionally to, for the reactor farming. That's what I use Bunny for. Occasionally, I still play her, but with Freyna and then with Anais coming out, I have not really played a lot of Bunny. However, we are still at the highest with Bunny, 4,300 missions, 506 intercept battles. That is the most surprising thing, because I don't remember taking Bunny to intercept battles. That just sounds weird. When did I use Bunny for intercept? 500 of those. I don't know. It seems like something's wrong there, because maybe the early game, I can't really understand how I've played Bunny 500 times in Void Intercepts. Anyway, next up we have Freyna, because I thought Anais would be a little higher, because once Anais came out, I was playing Anais more than Freyna, but I'm still playing Freyna regularly. So if you see here, 2300 missions with Freyna, 2157 intercept. That seems correct, because I have used Freyna mostly for intercepts, and 117 hours. Inez is just behind, 104 hours, so that's not bad. Missions 2119, and with Freyna I had 2340, so only a little difference. Intercept battles 694. This makes sense, because I used Inez for Defiler quite a lot. Initially, I just went with Inez to get all the Defiler skills, and then I switched to Gley. I guess maybe Bunny 506 is also probably because of the Defiler, because I did use Bunny as well there, but not nearly as much. Like 500 still seems a lot. Anyway, next we have Ultimate Gley. So this might be surprising, but again, I use Gley for intercept battles. Have a look, 2500. This is even more than Freyna, so I use Gley for intercept battles, and also the Void Erosion Purge when it first came out. Next we have Ultimate Viesa. Makes sense again. 62 hours, 60 hours. I play Viesa a lot more these days, especially for the Void Erosion Purge. 400 intercept battles. Again, most of these should be the first Walker which we got with the Abyss, Infernal Walker. Then we have normal Bunny at the start of the game, normal bunny. I pretty much completed the campaign with normal bunny, so that makes sense. About 50 hours sounds about right. And then Freyna 42 hours when she got the buff in late September. As you can see, no Serena here. So yeah, Bunny, Freyna, Inez, Gley, and of course the normal variants and VSR. So that is the playtime. Very interesting stats here. Then we have the unique weapons and the weapons history. So Dagger got the buff around when we got the Void Erosion Purge in February or something. And you can see it's already the most dominant gun. 820 missions, 2557 intercept battles, 2,500. And then we have the Secret Garden. Now, Secret Garden is a stat stick, so I don't know if they're counting it like that, but it is the gun that is mostly equipped on both Freyna and Inez. Next, we have Enduring Legacy. Again, early days, Enduring Legacy was a must-have. Everyone had this. Thunder Cage, again, same story. Early days, Thunder Cage was king. Voltia, I have Voltia on the mounting for both Freyna and for Inez, and so gun is always in hand. Occasionally I switch to it, especially if I go to the Void Vessel. So yeah, makes sense, I guess. Final Masterpiece, I'm a little surprised with Final Masterpiece. I'm guessing it was perhaps a mounting on one of the Descendants that I used quite a lot, and so as a result they're counting it, because I don't remember using Final Masterpiece that much. Surprised to see it up here. And finally, we have the Albion Cavalry. Early days of Void Erosion Purge. We went and used this quite a lot. Anyway, let's move on. Number of weapons dismantled. Look at this. I don't want to spend too much time here, but there's some interesting stats here. Hagios Sheepdog and Vesper's Hunting Dog. So, yeah, I mean, whenever we crafted them, they've been with us since. Next, we have missions completed. Strategic outpost, quite a lot. Like endgame early on was basically Sharen standing outside the outpost, so it makes sense here. And then we have infiltration, Void Fusion. They're also quite surprising, because again, this is all the early days and the farming we used to do to open the amorphous materials for weapons for Descendants, so it makes sense here. Void Fragments also surprisingly quite a lot. They are useless now, but these we did spend quite a lot of time on these. Invasions, so every day we do the 4 invasions. I may have missed a few days here and there. Sigma Sector over 1,000 times already. Interesting. Void Erosion Purge is 875. This seems a little less than I had thought, because I have done stage 30 about 400 times already. And I had done it quite a lot before as well. Of course, I think 1 to 29 we only cleared it once and never really go back. So I think it kind of makes sense. Okay, so next is. It's very interesting. I'll probably try and save the images, because I don't think this will stay permanently. I think they remove this in when season 3 starts. Intercept battles. Defiler. Of course, Defiler was the weakest one early on, so we made a joke out of him. Executioner. Yeah, we do the Magister Lab. We get the thing. Oh, Slumber Valley. We get the amorphous material, and then we do that. Pyromaniac. We needed the Slayer set and all the pieces. Tormentor. Surprisingly, I did not really bother with Tormentor that much, but he's still 474 times. Interesting. Dead Bride, Infernal Walker, Swampfolk. I'm actually surprised to see Tormentor here, because I'm sure I must have done Defiler more than that, unless they're counting. Defiler's here. I thought this was what is the third one called? I can't remember. The normal hard one. Okay, this is Defiler. I confused. So yeah, it makes sense, yeah. Because they are reskinned of the normal, so I forgot. So I've died 2,400 times. Nice round number, I suppose. Resurrection count 1135. So you can see less than half of my teammates revived me. Times resurrecting others 2,300, almost as much as the number of times I've died. Then we have Gold, Kuiper. Okay, let's see. Gold, top 1% acquired, 3.87 billion. I have only like 50 million remaining, 50, 60. Consumed, top 1%. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm one of the top players in terms of consumption. Acquired, consumed. Yeah, I've leveled up a lot of these modules and things. Next, what do we have? Research. Okay, this is modules. 1 million modules, combined 8,000, dismantles 92,000. Okay, research 3,080. Let me know your counts for research, because I do research the catalyst regularly. I've researched extra guns and stuff like that. So 3,000 is quite a lot. A lot of the fine adjustment access as well. Achievements awarded 439 records. Okay. Our rewards already distributed. So I've already got this in the game. This badge. This is a chest attachment. Let me just quickly show that as well while we're here. Over here. Okay. So that is the chest attachment badge that you'll get. So now we have the grab the breakthrough event. This will be from the 2nd of July until the 6th of August, just before the new season starts. Grab ticket usage is also until the 13th, so you'll get another week to use this. So now what we have is we grab some items here. How to earn grab tickets. So play for 30 minutes, you get 2 tickets. Play for 60 minutes, you get 5 tickets. Click to play soundtracks, available only once during the event period. Click share the event at the bottom, available. So basically you share it on Twitter or something, you'll get this. And then you get stuff like this. Acrylic goods, art book, log into Descendant and find Anais, first anniversary. Okay, so these we already had a look. So I wouldn't mind getting something like this, but we'll see. Okay, 5 remaining. Let's see what happens. Let's see. I got 20 tokens. Okay, not bad. I got 5. Okay, 5 anniversary tokens. Let's see. 10 anniversary tokens. Another 10. And 20 this time. Okay, so we'll get some extra tokens. No worries. Obviously, these would be very rare, but today's remaining quantity, I'm guessing people already took it, so never mind. So if you listen to the music here, okay, so that is the event online. Grab the thing, whatever it's called, and yeah, so that's how you do it. I suppose you start it and make sure there is some remaining here if you want to do this. It seems like all the available ones have been picked. So interesting. Anyway, back to the game, and let's look at some of the other things. All right, so we just got a mail. I think this must be the tokens that we just got. Yeah, so 25, 10, 10, 20. Okay. All right, next, let's have a look at the Void Erosion Purge changes. So if you remember, they changed things around. So previously we had 30 stages. Now they've condensed it into 10 stages. I think this is a good move. And they've made all of them are now public. And basically the last one stays the same, but the map changes every day. So Legion of Darkness, so they'll still be weak to chill, but you'll have a different map so it doesn't get boring. And the previous 1 to 29, they have been sort of made into 1 to 9. All right, so under the content improvements, you can see here, these are the stages. So 1, 2, and 3, Legion of Darkness. 4 and 5, Order of Truth. So you take the opposite element. 6, 7, 8, Legion of Immortality. Electric, you take Toxic. Order of Truth is Toxic, so you take Electric. And then Legion of Darkness, stage 10 is the same. Now, what they've done is 1 to 5 have been made into stage 1, 6, 7, 8, stage 2, and then towards the end, 27, 28, 29 is stage 9, and 30 is stage 10. So standard stuff here. Also, the medals, like I said, will not change. So I had 400 done. You can see here, I had 400 done until yesterday, so it will continue for 400. Now it says stage 10 instead of stage 30. Now the weapon cores will also be distributed in the infiltration 400 persons and also in the Sigma sector. So previously we only got weapon cores from Void Erosion Purge. Now you can get it from various different missions like infiltrations and Sigma Sector. Other changes, they have made some changes to how you preview the emotes and things like that. I won't go into detail here, but the drop rates for modules from infiltration missions like the 100 to 150%, they'll have a 100% drop rate. And the movement speed and auto pickup range of fellows has also been increased. And then, of course, we have the shop and the skills. I've already covered these things here. Let's go back and look at the descendant changes now. So I'll go to the lab here and just quickly show all of this. All right, so let's start with Valby or Ultimate Valby here. So basically the skills have more power now. So if we go into the build here, so this one here, plop plop, this one does more damage. So they've increased the skill power from 182 to 223. So you can see here in the big puddle, continuous damage, 223. This has gone up. Cleanup skill power has increased. So cleanup is gone up from 277% to 366%. So in the waterway, skill power, continuous damage. Movement speed has increased. Now this is the interesting thing here. So previously, when you were in your this thing, the third skill, your speed was limited to 1000. Okay. So now, if you look here, your sprint speed still stays the same based on your gun that you're holding. So if you have the Peacemaker or the secret card, and let's say your speed, let me get this because I have like maximum speed here. So if you're holding this, you're getting 1280. So now if you go here, you'll not go down to 1000 as we used to previously. This used to drop to 1000. So yeah, this should help you keep up with your third ability. Also, the supply moisture module, the firearm attack increases to 35% and explosive damage attack increase. So if you are using the so this one you can see here, firearm attack 35%. Previously it was 10%. So that is handy. So actually you can use the guns if you're standing on water. So firearm attack 74. Let me just see what it is before. So 62,000. So now it will go up to 74,000. Right. Next up we have Blair. So basically with Blair, they have reduced the casting time for the second skill, Extinguish, and in some cases while using a skill your movement speed has been adjusted. Previously it says here it was minus 100, now it's minus 20%. So I suppose if you have the sprint course, it does something. It's a little confusing to understand this part, and I don't really know why. If you look down, truly deadly cuisine skill power has been increased. So truly deadly cuisine, so this one here, skill power burst damage is 17,161. Previously it was 12,738. Movement speed, projectile speed increase, and okay, so movement speed. Okay, so while you're using, your movement speed has been adjusted. I don't see the reason behind this, but it is what it is. So yeah, so nothing major in terms of changes to Blair. The killer recipe that we are using, this one doesn't seem to have any changes. All right, next up we have Sharen. So with Sharen, cutoff beam has increased, power has been increased. Active camouflage movement speed increased, previously 20%, now it's 30%. So what is her normal speed? 630, let's say, yeah, 1272. So active camouflage, the speed has been increased to 1440. Okay, so we are well past 1300 now. So this is the other thing that they did here, increase the speed limit. So you can see now we are going over 1440. That's pretty good. So Sharen can be pretty fast now. Obviously it doesn't feel that way here, but yeah, previously we couldn't go beyond that, but now we are well past 1300. So yeah, area suppression here, per short sword, 252. So it seems the damage has been increased. Yeah, 252% damage skill effect. So that has been increased. And also there's one other thing regarding Sharen. Shock nuts, the power has gone up quite a bit. So this was previously 288. This is now 949%. Okay, so yeah, a slight change to Sharen. I don't think power was the issue for Sharen. It was the range and how many enemies she could kill in like 400. I think that was the issue. So it's a minor adjustment. I don't think it will suddenly make her, be played a lot more, but it is what it is. All right, next up is Enzo. Again, minor adjustments here and there. The drone has more power now, so it will have a lot more damage, skill power. Perfect support, field supply, bullet amount. So instead of 7%, 11%. Again, minor adjustment. Um, then it says here, concentrated fires increases skill power by 3.8% of max shield. Skill power increases by 388 max shield of 10,000. Increases skill power modifier by 0.2% of max shield. Increases firearm critical hit rate by 0.2% of max shield. Field supply bullet amount. Okay, so basically if you build with the shield setup, your skill power and critical hit rate of your gun increases. Next up, we have Hailey. So Hailey, basically, all her power got increased quite a lot. So cryo round will do 200% damage. Firearm attack increase with the Zenith is 200% up from 50%. Super cooled Kuiper round module. Power has increased significantly. Firearm attack is from 25% to 150%. And then cryogenic cluster shot module, the damage has gone up from 25% to 100%, and explosion damage 178 is up to 257%. However, with the third ability, the speed reduction hasn't been changed, which is, I think, the thing we wanted. So you can see here, movement speed and sprint speed greatly reduced with the third ability. They haven't done anything about this because this was the thing I was expecting them to do. However, she's now a lot more powerful. So again, I'll look at different builds in the coming days for these descendants. I just wanted to quickly overview the changes in the patch notes. All right, now we get to the interesting stuff. Bunny. Bunny's sprint speed has been increased by 200 for the speed of light. Maximum power has been reduced. Movement speed during skill casting. No, okay, it's not. 300 is now 50% reduction. Minus 300 instead is now 50%. Okay. Electric transition module added speed increase. Speeding. It's mostly speed increase. So let's see. Previously, we could go to 1200 with the electric condense that I'm using here. And with the fourth ability, you could take it up to 1300. So now, let's see the speed increase. 1500. Nice. And can she go 1600 if we do the electric condense? Yes, she can. So 1600 is the top speed now for Bunny. Nice. So yeah, with the other people, Frenas and stuff, they'll be with their sprint cores on their secret gardens, 1280. Inez will be at 1300 and stuff. And so now Bunny will be a little faster than them. I think this makes sense because previously when the game first came out, we did not have sprint cores, so everybody was running at 800 and Bunny was at 12, 1300. Now others will be at around 1300 and she'll be at 15, 1600. So it won't be that much of a difference, but yeah, she'll still be the fastest. All right, next we have Gley. So yeah, we saw the bunny thing. Game logged me out there for some reason, but yeah, we're back here. So with Gley, basically they've increased the firearm attack in the frenzy state, and they've reduced the movement speed thing. So yeah, I think she's going to be even better now. So you can see here, we are not slowing down. Yeah. All right, let me actually use a gun that is fast. So we have 1280. And if we were to do this, yeah, no speed reduction. Yeah, that is good. So frenzied effect for the predator instinct has also been increased. So if we look here, under the frenzied, level 1 firing time 1 second, level 2 firing time 2 seconds, firearm attack increase level 1 25%, firearm attack increase 42% for level 2. Previously it was 21, 15 and 21. Now it's 25 and 42. Super Senses module. Movement speed 50% decrease is now 30% increase. Okay. And added firearm critical hit damage and weak point damage. Okay, so Super Senses. So this build could get interesting now. So what we have is over here, running speed 30%, sprint speed 30%, movement speed while aiming. That seems like a little too much. So 12 here. So apparently now, she gets a speed increase apparently. Yeah, 1440. And critical hit goes up, weak point goes up. All right, so let's just let's say we get a gun like the dagger, for example. So dagger weak point is 3.112 and critical hit damage is 30% increase. So critical hit damage is 6.87. So these two things will go up in the super senses. So 7.9 and 3.695. So just wait a few seconds for this to drop back down. This is 7.9, 3695. Okay, 6873112. Okay, so more crit damage, more movement speed, and more weak point damage. So yeah, interesting. I guess we'll look into different builds here. I'll try and explore some builds and see if there's any major change and any improvements to these descendants. But yeah, it's something for me to do. I'll explore the different builds. Okay, so that is it for the latest update. I've covered the main things here. There's still some minor improvements and bug fixes and things like that. But yeah, that is the update. Of course, we also have the pool here and the associated skins, so you can have a look up to you. But yeah, overall, a lot of little things. And like I said, with the different descendant changes, I'll see if we need to make some adjustments to the build. With Gley, I think the super sensitive stuff could be interesting. But yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think and see you next time.